Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. I hope everybody has had a lovely Christmas or a break. Hope you've had a great time. Now this first card I want to show you is one that I've been busy making, and it's a little shaker card that I've made using some Sizzix dies, but also the gummy pan dies from this advent calendar. So yeah, I thought that was quite cute and I'd share that with you. So today's card, which is the 28th today, I haven't put anything up, it's just been busy, you know what it's like. So I am using the 25th, the 26th, no not, I'm using all in all the 27th, the 28th, the 23rd, the 25th and the 6th. So I'm using the little rabbit from the 25th. I should have done that in numerical order, but just to confuse you, I haven't. So it is the little bunny rabbit. And then I've used, because this was all initially, and then I've used 27, which was the coffee pot, and the waffle maker, I think it is, and the hooks, and the oven mitt thing. So I have fast forwarded through this because by the time I'd finished this card, it took about 3.5 hours, and you do not want to sit through that. So I'm showing you colours that I've used, and putting a swatch up for me as well, just so it's visual for me. I look like I'm going off somewhere now. I don't know where I'm going. I have obviously come back. So I've cut two of the rabbit on the top layer. I'm taking his back ear off, I'm taking his nose off, and I'm taking his tail off, because they would all be furthest away from you. And as you can see, it does actually show up quite well. So I'm using the same colours. I'm also, by the way, in the lounge, and Merlin's just put his toy down. So that was that battle. So I'm making this little rabbit with a tanny colour with a pale belly, and then just put some shade in. It's only supposed to have one arm, but I'm going to give him two arms. I'm going to have a left and a right. And as I'm putting them together now, you'll see me just putting this arm on because I want to just create a little bit of shadow just behind it, actually on the rabbit itself, which you'll see me do any second. There you go. So just a tiny little bit, just to add that little bit extra definition on him, the rabbit. So at the moment I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, just thought I'd do the parts. I'm going to use all Glaze for the pot and the pan, and I'm going to use greens for the oven glove, and I'll tell you in a bit what I'm going to use for the hooks. So like I say, we've got to, it's 24 minutes now, rather than 3 hours, well 3.5 hours, something like that, I can't remember. It was well over 3 hours anyway. So just applying a little bit of shading. So when it comes to the kettle, what I've actually done is, on the layering part, I've cut out the spout, the handle, and not the top itself, but just the little teapot bobbly bit on the top. Don't know what you call it. Teapot bobbly bit. So I am just calling now. Oh no, it doesn't. It actually looks like I'm doing the whole thing. Yeah, I'm doing the whole thing. So just cutting those out and carefully sticking them down. It just gives it that extra dimension. It's a lot of effort that you put into cards, but I think it's worth it. I do like it. And I've said on every video, I'm absolutely loving this advent calendar. It's brilliant. I shall definitely be getting one next year. And I buy the majority of my stuff from miserprint.co.uk, but elsewhere you can get it in, get them from gummyapan.com. They're a Swedish company, but Miserprint sell other brands as well, not just Gummyapan. A very efficient company as well. So there we go. One teapot or coffee pot done. Oh, I am putting the little dot on the end. I thought I had done. So that's actually got 3 layers on it, not 2. This is where you stick it down just to make sure it's secure, and then it ends up on your finger. And then just using the same colours to do the pan. Merlin's got it's like a till roll. Well, it is a till roll that he peels off, tears pieces off it, which is what you could just hear, and he rolls it up in his mouth and dips it in his water and sucks the water out, and then just does it time and time again. It's a beautiful, strange little palette. So friendly, but by it can he be such a menace as well. I was cleaning him out yesterday, and I hadn't got my eye on him, and you have to have your eye on him all the time. And he took my glasses off my face and just threw them in the bottom of his cage. He's that quick. So I got a silent stomp, because you just have to not acknowledge it and just walk away and go out the room. And then when I come in, I fuss the dogs because they don't like that. They want the attention on them. So anyway, that's what happened at African Graze, and I suppose lots of other different palettes. Bless him. So I'm not quite sure what I'm waiting for now. I decided not to do the overview. I'm just choosing the greens that I'm using for the oven mat. It's not a meat oven pad. Yeah, I try not to do the talking now throughout the video, simply because I edit it so much, and as you can see from just getting those colours and me saying what am I doing, it might only be sort of like 10 seconds or what have you, but by the time you've finished, those seconds soon mount up and you just sat there twiddling your thumbs. So it really is easier for me to do a voiceover if it is going to be a long video. So I'm literally just layering up with the edges. The Gummyapan dies are so good. They have like little pips that you cut off. It shows you where you can, if you wish, layer them up. You can do it wherever you want, but I suppose the pips are there for the recommended. But the extra dimension does look good. So I'm just giving the little rabbit a bit of a shape. So this is 28 and this is today's, and it is stove. It's absolutely brilliant. So initially when I cut this out, I cut 2 whites, one in craft and one in black. But I decided, that rattling is because I've got it in my hand, but I decided that I was going to do it in just in black. So I think I cut another 2. I end up with 3 altogether, but you'll see them in a minute. And I'm using my sidekick, Tim Holtz sidekick, which I asked my husband for Christmas. My other little die cutter was has passed its sell-by date. I bought it second hand off Marketplace. And this is really good. The suction on it is amazing, where it sticks to the table. So yes, as you can see, I've cut it out 3 times, and I'm just going to layer it up. I'm just checking where it be. So the top of the chimney, that's been done. The bottom of the chimney, that's been done. And then I put the whole thing on the bottom there, and now it's just that additional little snippets. And these are the you know, the handles on and the hinges on the cooker itself, on the cooker doors. I do actually end up doing them again in white. I've used one of the white ones and just coloured the bits in black. So there will be 4 layers on those little bits, but it does make a difference. The dimension of it looks much better with those little parts being quite prominent. The detail on this die is absolutely amazing, and all the little doors, oven doors, open, and the little one on the left hand side, it's got a little flap, and that opens as well. So you can take these any way you want. You can do whatever you want with them. I mean, you could stack it up and stack it up quite thickly, you know what I mean, and open it up and actually have a little pan inside or something like that. So there's loads of variations you could do. So that's just the temperature control thing I'm just popping on now. And I'm using the craft one now. Don't know whether I'm doing it now, it looked like I was. Oh no, you can see me opening the doors there. And I'm just colouring in the handles and the hinges to put the next layer on. And they're actually quite easy to take off. You just take the back part of it and they just drop out. You see how tiny they are. I'm just mesmerised myself watching it then. Right, so I'm just going to take a drink, so there's some clicking noises. As I'm sat in the lounge, I've got Monty laid at the side of me on the sofa. It's starting to breathe heavily, so there's going to be a snore in there somewhere. So what I've decided to do on these is I'm using acrylic paints and I'm going to dry brush these on. And the 2 colours I got are from Montmartre. I got these off Amazon, and the colour is Burnt Umber and Raw Sienna, and these are an absolute bargain. I think there was 24 colours for about £12. And there's only 36 mil in each, but that's plenty for me. absolute plenty. I can't remember who I was watching doing making like a rusting. I think it was Pete Hughes of Sizzix on one of theirs. One of his videos, he was showing you how to give the rust look, and it was really effective. So I thought I'd have a go at that, and it does work. And here we go for the hooks. I'm using, it's like a bronze acrylic pen, and I'm using the same inks, the same paints that I've just used to colour the burner in. So the chrome marker, sorry. I got those as well from Amazon. I got a silver, a gold, and the bronze. The only thing I would say about using anything like the crayons is leave it to dry before you mess about with it, because otherwise it just marks, it goes dull. So leave it to dry thoroughly, unless of course you want that matte finish. So I'm just taking the hooks out of this one, just going around the edges, make sure there's no white showing. Popping some glue on the back. This little glue bottle I've got is not the best. The metal bit keeps coming out. So there you go, this is where I'm using the craft, just to give that a bit more stability. I know it's going to be laying flat, but it was a bit floppy around the chimney part. And these are, I'm assuming, they're like currant buns. Anyway, that's what I've done, as little currant buns. Just popping the kettle on the back of there. One thing that I need to do before I send this card is just put some steam coming out. Oh, they're the little buns. I think you got 3. Came in. Did you get one set of 3? Just have a look now. And then I just stacked them up like a little pyramid. I don't know. It is not in the pack. That's disturbing. It'll be somewhere on my desk. Oh, missed that bit. What I decided to do, that I was going to put a pinny on whatever, and I couldn't find anything, so I used the curtain and just cut it down to size, and then used a little bit of the odd bits just for the tie around the back, which I've cut down. I didn't cut it straight. I wanted to use the die to cut it with, so it just had that material shape at the bottom. And I'm just using this one because I'd had 3 cut. I'd used the others on something else. But this just shows the versatility of the dies. You just have to get in your mind what you want, and then look for something that will suffice. And also what I'm doing now is just add a little bit of glue. I've let it a little bit longer because I didn't want to cut it off. I wanted it to make it look like it was going around the waist rather than just cut off. Little details that make the difference. There she is. I'm going to say she now because she just is. Anyway, So I've decided to use some distressed glaze on because I didn't want it. I didn't want the cooker to look flat. So my pot's nearly empty, as you can tell. Um, so as I'm rubbing it off, though, I'm being a little bit too rough, and the other parts are coming off as well, the little bits, which I shall put them back on. So yeah, this is really good stuff for it. So there's the wonderful chair, which was day 23. Um, I've got a video of me making the chair, that it just didn't come to anything. So this is the one that I actually made on the day. And also the stool there is one of £100 old. This one is, it's just like an arch brick that I wanted to do from the background, and this one's just from Gummy Pan. No, it's not at all. I'm lying to you. This one's from Temu, and I'm just using the blue off the brush to give that faint look, simply because the chair's blue. I'm sticking that leg down again, making sure it's secure. I know the plate's a little bit big for that table, but I haven't got a table that's a little bit bigger that I wanted, and I haven't got a plate that's a little bit smaller than I wanted. So it's my doing. It's my card. I'll do what I want. It's a bit outsized, but never mind. And I've got to do the grounding on it as well. I haven't done that. I noticed while I was editing. So I've just put a little bit of foam tape on the bunny rabbit, just so she sits proud of the cooker. And I always add a little bit of glue to the foam tape because it's super sticky, and it just gives you that little bit of wiggle room. You can see there where a little bit of steam coming out of that kettle would just sort of like finish that off. So I shall just do some wisps in a very pale grey. And I've decided to stand this up as well for dimension, simply because it was too near the cooker, so I wanted it to be sort of like a little bit proud, and I've tried to make it so that she could she could reach the pans. It should have been lower, but there wasn't enough room. And now just putting a little bit of highlights on. So everybody, I'm just going to be doing the matten layer, which I'm using a creamy colour. I've tried various colours, as you can see, but this is the one I've gone for. So as I'm putting the card together, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. My numbers are going up. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you again very shortly. Please subscribe if you haven't already. All right, thank you everybody. Bye bye. Take care of yourself, and if I don't see you all before to say Happy New Year to you all. Bye for now. Bye.